What's going on? We back, Goodfellow Sports TV. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow with a rumor. I'm just gonna call it a rumor, but some breaking news. Sounds like Golovkin is heading to the zone, and some other things in play as well about his going over to the zone. Let's talk about it. Just this past weekend, Tom Loeffler told a media outlet, No Sparring, I think it was, but the interview was reposted on Boxing Scene that he was crying about why he couldn't get a direct deal with the zone like Oscar did with the zone. And Eddie Hearn, and when one of the CEOs of the zone, Rushton, told everybody that Eddie and Oscar will be overseeing the boxing operations on the zone. And Tom Loeffler was crying, said why they can't call us. Golovkin is big star, just as Canelo and Anthony Joshua is, even though he's not even in that class. But apparently, they was talking about they can go to ESPN and be a main attraction at ESPN because Golovkin is this big star, even though both his pay-per-views without Canelo did under 200,000 pay-per-view buys, and said that he could fight anybody on ESPN. When asked, like, who are you going to fight on ESPN? Nobody over there for Canelo, everybody on the zone. And he says that, the zone can call him, and work out a deal. I guess he wants a deal for his 360 or his other promotional company that he runs, K2. So apparently they must have hashed something out with Golovkin to accommodate Tom Loeffler to make sure he okay. So Golovkin will go to the zone, it sounds like, to chase after Canelo Alvarez. But first, it's setting up a fight May 5th versus Danny Jacobs. Assuming that Danny Jacobs re-signed with the zone, I'm pretty sure they already inked him in. He said that unless Canelo Alvarez in the contract, he wasn't going to sign to the zone. But sounds like it's a change of heart. After saying he wanted Jamal Charlo so bad, he wasn't looking at Golovkin. He only was looking at Jamal Charlo, and jokingly said that Eddie Hearn wanted to offer him and Charlo a 90-10 split, 90% going to Danny Jacobs, 10% going to Charlo, just showing that Eddie Hearn ain't playing fair, and we already knew that, all right? He's trying to get as many fighters over to the zone and control their careers. He said, we're going to overpay them right now, but then we're going to pay them what they need to be paid once they get over here and they get ready to go to their second contract. He exactly said that, but at the end of the day, like I said, man, these fighters is all business. So if, Golovkin and Jacobs got to fight a rematch just to see who get Canelo, so be it. But like I say, man, Golovkin is continuing to derail his career by chasing Canelo fight. You lost to him twice. You stopped your quest for undisputed and dropped the fight with Billy Joe Saunders. Clearly, you would have won it at that time to go fight Canelo, and you got gypped on the scorecards twice in your team's opinion. And now you continue to go back for some more because people said all Mayweather do is care about the money. He don't care about the legacy. He don't care about the sport. So all Golovkin care about. He lied to y'all, to my big drama show. He wanted the best fights. He never fought the best. Even at middleweight, he didn't fight the best. Canelo was not the best middleweight. Canelo had 2 fights at middleweight, and that was versus him. He never fought none of the other. He fought Jacobs, but I don't consider Jacobs the best. He wasn't a world title holder at the time. Okay? The best was never to be unveiled at middleweight when Andrade, Jacobs, Derevchenko, Golovkin, Canelo, they all never fought it out. Billy Joe Saunders, they all never really scrapped it out. Jacobs fought Golovkin. I thought he edged him. Golovkin fought Canelo twice. That's it. None of these dudes actually hashed it out and saying we had one champion or just one guy that was more elite than everybody else. They never wanted that. Okay, Golovkin wanted the bread. It was all about getting that money from Canelo. And now his Canelo chasing has went over to the zone, has led him to the zone. And now he has to go through Danny Jacobs to get that fight. It was talks about him going to the zone and fighting Callum Smith. And that's all fine and dandy. I didn't think he was going to move up and weight. His first shot, moving up in weight, fight somebody as young and good as Callum Smith. That made no sense. Even though Callum Smith was the lineal champion, ring belt champion at 168, Super WA champion, and Diamond champion, makes him the WC mandatory, which is another story for another day. I didn't see him doing that, but I could see him rematch with Danny Jacobs after Danny Jacobs said, no, he really didn't care about fighting Golovkin, okay? And I think Danny Jacobs fight Golovkin again because when he was in the position of champion, Golovkin didn't want to give him a fight. So it seemed like Eddie Hearn and them was going to put up a fight between Golovkin and Canelo. I assume that the winner will get Golovkin and Danny Jacobs, excuse me. I assume that the winner will get Canelo Alvarez, and you'll have a happy campers from them. But Danny Jacobs said he wasn't fighting. He wasn't re-ing up with his own unless Canelo on there in a contract. But at the end of the day, these fighters change their mind. These O's, these zeros and them checks to change their mind. So all they had to do was pay Danny Jacobs some more M's, and his tune gonna change. And I told people, People act like he called out Jamal Charlo. No, he did not want to fight that man. I'm telling you this. Eddie Hearn said it a while ago. We have no interest in fighting Jamal Charlo for Danny Jacobs. He said it. They don't plan on putting that fight. Jacobs not going to fight Andrade. Okay, they trying to get Andrade back to where he was because he sucked his last fight due to inactivity, I would believe. But they don't want to fight. He don't want to fight Jamal Charlo. They don't want that fight. Let Jamal come to the zone. But Danny Jacobs don't want it. Anytime your coach is crying about their resume, saying they on steroids, but if they so whack on their resume, okay, if they so garbage on the resume, why do you have to turn your fighter up to a different degree for the fight? I'm telling you, at the end of the day, he could fight Triple G. We can see what happens. I thought he won the first fight. I attended the first fight, but there's no way HBO and the powers that be was going to let Chocolatito and Golovkin lose on the same night. And that's just a fact. Okay? But at the end of the day, Danny Jacobs, Triple G, 2 is a good fight, but they never will get my money to go to the zone. I won't even use a free trial, get my money. It just ain't going to happen. All right? You know, they're not playing fair. They're playing a dirty game. And I don't want to watch boxing on the app when I can stream the fight and get the same quality stream as the application. Why would I do it? You know what I'm saying? I don't support Golden Boy. That was the wrong people to get over to the zone if you wanted to pull urban people or urban hardcore fans and casual fans or pure boxing fans over there due to the racist emails that they refuse to talk about, calling Al Heyman a black Hitler. They refuse to talk about. You know, the same Al Heyman that take care of all fighters, black, Mexicans, whites. Y'all might not like it the way, you know, he's portrayed, but he takes care of them fighters. They get paid. They're healthy. He help them when they in the gym. Financially, you never hear nobody say nothing bad about him. There's plenty of bad stories about De La Hoya and Golden Boy. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of bad stories about Eddie Hearn. Just look at O'Hare Davis, how he abandoned him. There's plenty of stories about that, man. So, I'm not supporting that crap. Just tell you that right now. You know, but good for Golovkin. You know, he go to the zone. He get his bread. He go chase Canelo. He go through Danny Jacobs, and then he get robbed by Canelo. Or Danny Jacobs go through him, get robbed by Canelo. Because neither one of them have the ability to knock out Canelo. Now, here's another twist before I get off here. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens to Jamal Charlo and Canelo Alvarez versus WBC. Reported yesterday it's going to go to an epic purse bid. Whoever wins the purse bid takes the belt. Fight won't happen. Okay, so Jamal and Al Heyman win the purse bid. It'll go over to Jamal Charlo. For Canelo to win it, he'll come back down and probably fight Jacobson and the Jacobson Golovkin winner. But if he chooses to stay at 68, lose the purse bid, and no longer campaigns at 160 anymore, okay, that would mean that Jacobs and Golovkin will have to come up, vacate their belts, or put their belts on hold, move up 8 pounds. But it's hard when they both in their 30s, and Jacobs will probably be 33 or around 33 by the time he get the Canelo fight if he beats Golovkin. It's hard to come back down 8 pounds to 160. So basically, they will be vacating their belts to move up to chase Canelo to get robbed on the scorecards unless they can score a knockout. And I don't think neither one of them have the ability to knock out Canelo. It's just because Golovkin had 2 cracks that they couldn't do it. Danny Jacobs is not aggressive enough, in my opinion. He fights too much finesse in his game. And he's just too finesse. Okay, you're not going to beat $365 million on the scorecards. That's Canelo Alvarez, by the way. So then belts become relinquished, WBA relinquished, IBF, WBC relinquished, the division resets. If Billy Joe Saunders chooses to stay down there, Andrade chooses to stay down there, you know, the division gonna reset. You'll have Jared Hurd, Jamel Charlo, Lara all coming up to the division in 2019 or early 2020. So at the end of the day, you know, it's gonna be very, very interesting to see how this progresses. But congratulations to Gennady Golovkin for closing in a deal on the zone. If it's true, I'm gonna call it a rumor right now. But by I'm doing this video, it's probably gonna turn to be true. Shout out to Danny Jacobs as well. If he's real with the zone to get Golovkin, I'm pretty sure they put on another good fight in New York City on the zone, which I will not be watching through the zone at all. I'm not supporting the zone. But congratulations to both of them. Good luck with your fight on the zone. Good luck getting robbed by Canelo. And when you want to cry and come back to Al Heyman PBC, or you want to cry and come back to the fans, you already knew what you signed up for. You knew what you were selling your belt, you were selling your soul, you were selling your record to $365 million. You think the zone care about you? No, they care about who they invested almost $400 million in. So, Goodfellas Sports TV. You can follow us on Facebook, our group, or our like page. You can DM me for video requests, or you can email me video requests as well if you want to make a donation. That link's in the description. Shout out to everybody that do. I appreciate it. One time, I had a good live stream on Today I might do one later on tonight. Shout out to everybody holding us down. Y'all know what the business is. We go.